This week, I caught up with Coach Johnson and two boys runners about how the cross country boys performed at state this year. This year is special because the boys haven't been to state in over 7 years.
It's amazing. We had an outstanding year, and this year we grew into a team that wants a little bit more out of their sport, and they want to do better for their school.
I then asked him if the boys would be ready for state again.
Absolutely. I think we have the potential to go every single year. We've got a great lineup, and we have a lot of people excited and ready to run for us.
He then told me what he's had to do to his coaching style so that he may keep up with the boys.
A little bit more. I'd say I have to adjust because we have a lot of athletes now that are asking for more mileage and bigger challenges. So to do that, I have to change the way I coach, and I have to put in more hours myself personally.
Next, Coach talks about the future of cross country.
All right, for the future, I think we are going to maybe start a little bit earlier in the year with a little bit more conditioning, and we're going to go over the nutritional piece so that we start eating right and sleeping right, and we're going to go over the mental aspect of what it means to run extremely fast for long distances, because a lot of that is mental. So we're going to get into a different mental state.
Keeping with the topic of the future, I also asked Coach what he thought of the upcoming freshmen.
Super excited about the newest freshmen coming up. We have a group of guys that have been traveling along throughout their middle school career, and they're fast guys, and they're a very tight-knit group of guys, and they want to make the varsity squad. So they're going to challenge everybody I have on my varsity team.
He also told me what he thought about the rising freshmen going to state.
I don't think they're ready. They're ready to go to state, no, but I think that they'll add and contribute a lot to the team this year. So it's going to be a very good challenge to have this year.
I was also able to interview Trey Reed, as it was his first time going to state. Trey has done cross country before, but has never been as committed to it as he was this year.
It felt like I accomplished something very big, because in sports I really never done varsity or gone to championships like that before, so I feel really accomplished.
Trey then told me why he decided to join cross country.
In track, my track coach, he told me if you don't have a fall sport, you should do cross country because it will help you a lot. So I came to all the summer practices and started practicing and working out, and I've enjoyed it so far.
I then asked Trey how he viewed his teammates.
Probably the best teammates of any sport.
I then asked Trey if he felt like he was state worthy during any of the meets we ran at.
About 2 of them. In the region meet, that's when I felt like I've made it to state.
I also asked Trey if he would continue to do cross country.
The rest of high school, I'm going to do track and cross country.
Lastly, I interviewed Tristan Klein, who has never done cross country before, but started this year. This year was also his first time running a 3-mile race, and he made it to state along with the rest of the boys. Tristan started out with what he thought cross country would be like.
It was shocking, honestly. I wasn't expecting anything. I was like, this is just going to be a in-between thing. I'm just going to goof off and see how good I can do and benchmark from there. But it was crazy.
He follows that statement up with what made him decide to join in the first place.
So I was hanging out at my friend Alex's house, Alex Ludlow, and we're hanging out. We were playing Call of Duty or something, and he had to go to a cross country parent meetup thing, and so he told me I should go. So we go in the car, we get there to Billwood Park, and we're all in a circle, and they start talking about it. I'm like, wow, this is something I might want to do. This sounds like fun. I needed something like this. So I asked Coach Johnson if I could join, then I asked my parents, and that's how it started.
I then asked him what he thought of his teammates.
The team, oh my gosh, they're a fun group of people. It's certainly something.
He then told me what it felt like to be the newbie among people who had already done the sport before.
I felt, Coach kept on saying that I was doing great, but I just felt like the underdog. I just felt like I had to catch up to some of the big guys like Brandon Lang. He is crazy fast, and I just thought I had to just catch up and try to pace with Alex, and it was it was nerve-wracking because with all those like big, like strong competitive people, you're the underdog.
I also asked Tristan how he feels about running in general.
I wouldn't say that I don't dislike running. Running is certainly a fun thing, but for a long time I've had problems with my knee, and so it turns out it was just my shoes. And so once I changed that, it was just a breeze from there, and it was pretty easy, pretty good.
To close out, I asked Tristan if he would be running cross country with the boys again.
Oh, yes. Like with all the memories that I made, there's no way I want to miss out on that.
This year was also his first time going to compete in the state cross country meet. Jack tells me how he felt about his first time going.
It was pretty exciting because I am just a sophomore and there was a lot of good competition, but I enjoyed it for the most part.
Jack and I discussed about how he decided to join the team.
Well, I started a long time ago and I wasn't really sure about it at first, but I've just kind of stuck with it because I enjoy cross country. And I think it was just something my parents wanted me to try.
Jack thinks that teammates are the most important thing about cross country.
I do enjoy our team. That's one of the main reasons that I'm still on the team is because of my teammates. And if it wasn't for them, then I probably wouldn't have progressed as far as I have in this season.
Another important aspect to Jack is the ability to do better and better each meet.
There were some meets where I didn't feel like I was running my best, but there were definitely some meets where, of course, I had my personal best. And for the most part, I feel like those were my best runs.
Jack's views on running generally go along with what Tristan and Trey have already said.
I do enjoy it, but Coach Johnson likes to make it a struggle sometimes. But I do enjoy it, or else I wouldn't, I guess, continue with it.
Even though Jack likes running, he thinks it's not something he will do in long term, especially after high school.
I will be running probably up until senior year.
This year was very successful for the boys cross country team, and we are excited to see what they will do next year and for years to come. This has been Elijah Cook reporting from MCHSLive.com.